Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Young Ramon, back in the zone for the whole city I'm putting on, man. And you know who I got with me? Starting to my right, I got my big dog.
BMP?
Biggest slinger in the West.
Oh, okay.
Biggest slinger in the West?
Yeah.
You're not slinging no more?
Yeah, what happened to the sling?
I forgot about it for a second.
Can't forget about the slinging.
Oh, yeah. BMP, biggest slinger in the West.
There we go,
Okay.
bang, bang. To my left, I got my dog.
Camacho.
Yes, sir.
Oz.
And today, we're presenting to you the official review of The Last of Us Episode 7. And you know what we do, we sitting here chopping it up, you know what I mean? And let's who wanna start off with the good?
Camacho, what do you have to say?
For the
You
good.
love this series.
I don't know.
You do
It's a
love
good
it.
show. It's a good show. No, this episode was really fucking boring. To keep it real with y'all. I gave it a shot. You know, I even sparked up a little bit before, and like even my girl next to me really in bed were like, "Bro, what the fuck is this? Like, it's boring." I understand like the what they were trying to reach for, like a little background story for one of their main characters, but it just didn't catch my interest really. It was just there. It was just playing.
I agree.
That's the best way
I'm
to
trying
put
to
it.
think
It
of
was
something
just
good
playing.
for it. I
It was
mean,
there.
acting,
Cut the
but
video.
they just
It
got
was
good
an
actors. They have the acting, but they have good actors, so I don't want to say that. We all know that. Yeah, really. What you got, Oz? What you got?
Set piece was great. I did like the mall. The
I
mall
agree,
looked
I
good.
agree.
I also liked how, because of what happened in the episode, and I think they explained why they actually did the past, because in the first couple minutes of the episode, it's like Joel dying and shit, and she's about to leave, and then they cut to this.
Right.
And then at the end, they cut back to her saving Joel. And they were like, oh, she saves Joel because back then, whatever her name was, didn't give up on her. So she wasn't trying to give
Oh,
up
her
on
little
Joel.
girlfriend and shit.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that works. I see what they're doing.
I mean, I feel it.
I feel this.
Was it
but-
executed the best way?
No. It was executed the most boring way possible. It was
Right.
just playing like you said, Camacho. It was an episode. That's all I gotta say about that.
BMP.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the mall looked great.
They were playing Mortal Kombat.
They were playing
Oh,
Mortal
shit,
Kombat, which
that's
is really
dope.
weird because
That's
in one of the
dope.
early episodes, they had like a knockoff Mortal Kombat.
Did they?
And yeah, and they were explaining that as Mortal Kombat. They were like, there's this one girl, she takes off her mask, and she has all these like jagged teeth, and she eats your face off.
Who's saying that?
They were talking about Melina. Ellie was talking about Melina, but they actually have Mortal Kombat in the universe.
Yeah.
So it's like, that was kind of
Somebody
weird.
in the studio really fucking with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
They're fans.
But yeah, the mall looked cool. Like I said, like Osmond said, it does make sense what they were trying to get at. But you got 2 more episodes left, and you're trying to finish the first game.
Yeah,
in
this is good. This is good stuff. This is good
You're
stuff.
trying to finish the first game in this.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, but
I didn't even
like
think
I was telling Osmond, like there kind of is nothing left in the game.
Mhm.
It's literally just like Ellie's solo mission, which is next episode, and then
then
after
the
that,
hospital.
they just go to the last mission. That's how they do it in the game. So really, there's nothing left
Right.
to do besides 2 more missions and 2 more episodes. So I get it, but like we could have done more.
So the thing is, by this point in the game,
And this whole episode was just the DLC. It wasn't even main game.
yeah, I didn't even play this. So by this point in the game, you had spent a lot more time with Joel and Ellie, because obviously this is only showing essentially cutscenes, right? You're not showing gameplay. But in the gameplay, they do talk to each other. You know what I mean? You explore an area, they joke around and stuff. So they build a bond. We don't have that here. It feels like they're not as close. Does that make sense?
The thing for me, well, one, I agree with all of my cohorts, but I just don't give a fuck about the new character, right? For like, there's a lot of episodes that introduce new characters, and it's just not enough time for me. The characters I really were attached to most were the fucking Sam and his brother and shit like that. But other than that, Frank and Bill, out of here. Fucking this bitch, out of here.
Whatever her name
You know what I
is.
mean? Tess, out of here. Like, you know what I mean?
Tess out of here.
I was like, it's just not enough time for me to give a fuck about the characters. You know what I'm saying? I understand the end goal, the sentiment that's supposed to be had at the end. You know what I mean? But I need that high octane, like.
Not that follow.
Bro, I'm watching this episode and I'm like, zombies. I'm itching now.
The
You know
whole
what I mean?
series, the whole
Because it's
series.
like, y'all teasing the zombies, but because we got clickers, we got the bloater, That's probably it, dude. Well, they did fight a zombie in here, but that shit is like,
This one zombie like.
dude, if the whole mall
Like,
got hoarded and shit, and them bitches had to go back
That's
to back.
how it should have been.
There we go.
That's how it
you know
should
what I
have
mean?
been.
If I was
Not
writing
necessarily
it,
back
if I
to
was
back,
writing
but
it,
like, bro, give me a fucking stealthy scene. Give me a
At
scene
least, at
where it's a
least,
fucking mall
at
full of
least.
zombies and they gotta like, you know what I
they're
mean?
playing MK like
Throw a
this.
bottle.
Bro, yeah, throw a bottle and sneak pot, bro. They didn't give me that.
That's fundamental
When
in
I
the
think of
game.
Last of Us, bro, I think of there's a clicker over there clicking, and I'm just over here in the corner. I throw a bottle and I run past it. That's what I think of.
Right.
That's
Because
what I think
even
of
in the
Last of Us.
game, bro, it's almost like a survival game. You don't have a lot of ammo to waste. You ain't got a lot of health.
No,
Like-
and you know you're not fucking with clickers all the time.
You're not. You're
Bro,
not.
if there's 5 clickers in the room, you can't make no
No,
noise.
that's a stealth
Yeah,
go.
you
know
can't
what
make
I mean?
no noise.
So, either way, I just felt like the episode was boring. I agree with all my guys here. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And
And also,
that's
bro,
that.
they were trying to make as much noise as possible. Turn
What?
on the whole mall. Let's go to the arcade.
Let's go on the carousel.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Let's go on the
Let's
carousel.
go make some fucking noise.
Let's win the prizes. Let's
right.
do everything.
Right. Win the prizes.
And
you
that
got the
sounds
prizes.
that sounds like a bad idea just to begin with. Like, let's
Yeah.
go
Turn
into
on
this
the
mall
whole
that we
mall?
know is infected, quote
Who do you
unquote.
think
Like,
we
what?
are, bro.
Well, no, she did
Gotta
say
say
that they
better.
did like station her out here for a QZ or some shit.
Yeah, like this wasn't like as far as what are they called? Fucking what's the
Fireflies?
military?
Fedra?
Fedra. As far as Fedra knows, this place is full of infected.
Mhm.
But it's just a secret Firefly base.
Mm.
That's all it was.
Where was the fireflies?
She was the only one stationed out there.
So it's not a firefighter base. It's just
It's
just
her.
sent this
They
before.
sent her over there.
Right.
It's a fire. It's,
No.
That is
Look,
questionable.
look,
That
look,
is
look.
questionable.
She was about to be a
A
trash.
It's like a
16-year-old?
safe house
A
type
16-year-old? A 16-year-old?
A 16-year-old
Girl?
Bro, a 16-year-old girl that's about to be a trash person for Fedra, so she joined the Fireflies, right? The Fireflies were like, she's gonna be a trash person, send her over to the mall by herself. Like, she's away from everything. You know what I mean? They're
So
keeping
we
her
just
away
don't
from
develop
the
our
important
players.
And then they were gonna
We're
send her
not gonna
off again.
develop
stuff.
none
We
of
don't
our
care
players.
about her. They don't care about
So these
her.
niggas are like the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
They were gonna,
They trade Gordon off.
They
Whatever.
traded.
they were gonna
fucking-
send her off
you
again.
can- There it, bro.
They were.
No
Ellie, she was
development.
telling Ellie, she was like,
Fireflies
"Yeah, I'm
need to
about
get
to
their
be
shit
stationed
together.
out
Yeah.
west."
No, Fireflies are not it, dude.
They're not it, bro.
Fireflies aren't it.
They
They
would-
can't even take Ellie over to her own place.
I'm saying. I
They
mean,
got nobody to spare. They need to take Joel.
see, now we're just like opening loopholes to the episode. The episode was bad. I'm telling you. You sit here and talk about it. These things open up. You know what I mean?
They got holes in their story. They got holes. The further along we go, the more evident the holes are.
Right.
And a big part of that is it just doesn't feel very Last of Us. It feels like it's just a story about some zombies and some people.
No, it's people within a zombie world. Just
Yeah, it's
like
not
how
even
House
about
of
the
Dragons
zombies,
is
but-
people in a dragon world. This is just like that.
So in the beginning, right, in episode 2, when they met Ellie and they were actually outside of the safe zone and they were like, oh, you see all these zombies down there? Somebody just fucking triggered something over there and they went, like a whole bunch of them just went somewhere.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe that's gonna play a
Pop up.
part somewhere.
Yeah.
Where the fuck? Why do we even do anything
What
like
happened?
that? Why did that happen?
No, that's
That's
a
a good
cool.
point.
That's a good point.
That's a good
Like
point.
they introduced this cool ass feature with the fucking little
With the
alert
spores?
plants and shit.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the
like
spores.
we have not seen that at all. What the
No,
fuck?
I was like, dude, that's gonna be a problem.
yeah, because that can change the game. Like
Exactly.
throughout any part of the story,
Definitely.
you gotta be on the lookout for
They
it.
only use
Pretty
it
much like
once.
booby traps.
They're not using it at all, dude. They're
Oh.
like, ugh, what the fuck?
And on top of that, that's to replace the spores in the game. You know, like the gas mask scenes and shit. That's
Uh-huh.
the replacement for that.
Yeah.
Is the hive mind.
Right. Which I think is a good idea. The hive mind is dope.
No, I think it's a
If you
straight
use
idea.
it right,
but
or
it's
you use it at all. Just use it at all. They're not doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But overall, you want to rate the show?
Yeah, that's it for me, everybody.
What's your rating?
My rating for this one. What's the worst episode? The Bill and Ted one? The Bill and Frank one?
In my opinion, that shit was a 3.
I can't remember
This
what
one
I
might be a
put that.
Give it a
goddamn
7.
1.
I give it a 7. Yeah, this is like a fucking.
I'm trying to figure out what I give that
dude.
shit.
I'll give this shit a
6.
5.
No, you gave what?
Yeah.
Bill and Ted? 6?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one a
Okay,
5.
5?
Yeah.
5. I'm going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you gonna give it a 1?
That's probably there. This shit was a sleeper.
Break out the numbers, huh?
This
Break
shit was-
out the
I already
numbers.
did in my head, son. I don't need my hands. I don't need my hands.
Alright.
It's,
It's a ball.
It's not much
it's,
to
probably,
it.
it's not much to it. That's, I'm sorry, dog. This shit
A
was trash.
5, a 1.
Shit.
I'm giving it a 5.
5.
It's a 5.
Give it a 6.
This is probably the lowest.
He's a
rated.
good guy.
I give
He's
it
a
yeah.
nice guy. He's a nice guy. That's why. I
This
know
is-
BMP. I know
bro.
BMP. He's a good he's a good guy.
This
He's
is
a
the
good guy.
lowest rated one we've had probably, as far as ratings for anything. overall.
For episodes?
Episodes and movies we've
It is.
reviewed. So like 1, you bring it down a lot.
It doesn't
No, it's
matter.
not.
It doesn't even
No,
matter
it's
what
not.
I rate it.
One Piece was straight ones around the board.
Was it?
Yeah, One Piece was straight ones around the board.
I did. I
Movies,
fell
though.
asleep.
That's
I
what
fell
movies.
asleep.
No,
with
he
that.
said anything we reviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All
One
right.
Piece is
One
like
Piece is a low.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's low. But
This is close.
This
but it doesn't matter
this
what I
drop
rate it
is for
because
those,
none,
for sure.
no matter what, it's still like trash. Whether I rate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, but we
Anything
need
in
rating.
that-
We need rating. What's the average? 6, 5, 5. It's like that's still like 5.
I mean,
no,
okay,
we're going with a 3.5.
3.5. This episode's 3.5. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we're
that sounds
going with
like what it
3.5.
is. That sounds like what it
A
is. I'm sorry,
3.5.
bro. The
It's a
acting's
3.5
there.
What was
The
Bill?
acting's
What was
there. That's
Bill?
why I give it that 1.
What was that gay episode? What we averaged out on
I give
that?
it a 7.
So what
Me
did we
and
average
him
out
gave
on
it
that?
sevens.
We probably average around a 7.
Yeah, and I give it
7?
like a 3
Yeah.
because that's all it was.
Personally, I think both of these are on the same level. Honestly, this one's a little more boring, but that one was just
No,
relevant.
this one was worse. I think. I think
This
they
one
did.
was-
I think they did the Bill and Frank one a bit more fleshed out and better.
Right, but this one just felt fucking.
This one, I think they're both bad. Just
I'm sorry
at
to
least
tell you.
this one is like more information on the main character, because that's one of my main issues with the other episodes. Like, bro, it's these two characters that I'm never gonna see again.
But
and
even
don't give
that,
a
I
fuck
was just so uninterested.
Yeah, it's
I was
just
so
how you
No, they're
uninterested.
both
like unrolling and shit like that. And like you said, I did like the set piece, but this episode has no color. This episode ain't got that flavor that I need. You know what I mean? No
It's got
octane, no
seasoning.
nothing.
It's chicken, just plain
It's
boiled.
plain.
It's
Boiled chicken, boiled
dude.
chicken,
Boiled
boiled
chicken.
potatoes,
All that
boiled
is.
string beans.
Yeah, nothing seasoned. Everything's boiled. This a
That's-
boiled ass episode.
Boiled ass episode.
I'm saying.
You
So,
heard it here. The rating was boiled. That's
That
it.
shit was boiled. No sazon on that bitch. You know what I mean?
We should have
So-
some like different type ratings, like a boil.
Boy, that shit
Like
was
a sizzling.
maybe.
Oh,
Oh, if that shit
sizzling on
sizzling. What's sizzling?
It's
8,
on the
9?
Barbie,
8,
son.
9?
At least an 8. That shit's sizzling.
Then what's fucking scorching?
If it's like a 10,
Scorched.
Scorching gotta be like a 10.
Scorched.
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
deep fried.
Just
scorched.
That shit's
Deep
like
fried.
Deep
Deep
Deep fry's like a
Deep
7.
fried. Huh?
Deep fried? But who
Deep
doesn't
fried's like
love
a
deep
7.
fried food?
Yeah, deep
That's what I'm
fried's
saying.
good. Deep
That's
fried's
what I'm
good.
saying. Who doesn't
So
love
it's
deep
10
fried
out
food?
of 10 deep fried.
That's what I'm saying. I understand that.
Are we talking about? I know what you're about. I'm talking about like scorch sounds like it's more burnt.
Hey, look. Let's just close it out. This episode's trash. Shut off the video. You got my boy,
B&P.
biggest slinger in the West. Don't forget that.
I never do
Camacho.
Macho,
Oz.
Oz, Young Ramon in the zone for the whole city. I'm putting on, man. Plus City signing out.
Down to my last, remember days I ain't had shit. Couldn't watch TV, I was dealing with that static. Bodies in the basement, but they so into the attic. Being problematic, get you automatics. If she is a bad bitch, then I gotta smash it. If she is a ratchet, my nigga, you can have it. Get into the bag, as you see that is my passion. Making plays for the day, I really make it happen.